Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome back to another motivational talk. So recently I was in Jamaica on a little vacation and I decided to walk around locally, look at the landscape and stuff like that. While I was walking, I saw a breadfruit tree. Now, what struck me about this breadfruit tree was that due to heavy rain and which caused landslide, erosion, bad weather, the tree the had slipped out of the root. It's like it had eroded so much that there was pretty much no root. It was like pretty much it fell and was dislocated. And when this happened, the branches were like blocking the road. So somebody had to cut the branches down so that cars could pass and people could pass by. But what struck me about this breadfruit tree was that though the branches were cut down, the root was out of place, this tree still bared fruits, put on new branches, bear new fruits. And I'm thinking like, how? How does this happen? And I started thinking about my life. I started thinking about people. And I said to myself that there are times in life where situation comes and it's almost like it erodes us. It takes you to a mental place that you did not want to be, you did not think you needed to be. Sometimes, like the storms of life, the circumstances of life, they it's almost like they relocate you. It could be mentally, physically, or spiritually. And oftentimes, when stuff like this happen, we can become depressed. We can give up on life. We can say, whoa, it's me. Or you can just keep pushing like that tree. You can decide that wherever you are relocated, whatever your situation is, if you have enough soil, if you have enough bearings, then you can still produce. That tree did not give up. That tree continued to bear fruit. Now, my advice to you is to let you know that you could have a change in your finances. You could have a relationship change. You could have a health change. And when I say change, I'm meaning for the negative, in the negative. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. Just like that breadfruit tree, you can still bear fruit. You can put on new branches. I equate this to my husband is an average gardener, and one of the things that he does each summer, which I find fascinating, I don't know why, but he likes to dig different plants up, like different flowers, and plant some here, there, and all of that. And I'm always wondering, like, why? Like, why don't you just let it be? But I always see the reason why. Sometimes it's because one plant needs a little bit more sunlight than where it was, or where it was sitting, it did not really show the beauty of it was not truly highlighted with the other plants that it was around. And the whole process of digging up the plants, that's like the whole process of that breadfruit tree being cut and eroded. It's painful, it's hard, like it's nothing easy. Like it's nothing easy when your life is uprooted. It's nothing easy when everything is torn apart. It's nothing easy when that which was familiar with, which you clung to, which you felt like gave you life, gave you substance, is taken away from you. But like that, like those trees, like the breadfruit tree, you can still live, you can still survive, you can still bear fruit. Those trees, once they go in the proper location, they bear again. They put out flower, they beautify the place, they do what they're supposed to do. And I want to encourage somebody to let you know that it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what curveball life has thrown at you. It doesn't matter the circumstances. You can still bear fruit. It doesn't matter where you are. You can bloom and blossom where you are planted. You can grow fruit where you are planted. There is absolutely no circumstance in your life that can come against you that will prevent you from being prosperous where you are. The only thing that can prevent you from being prosperous is the mindset that we sometimes cultivate that says, I can't do this. Like we throw our hands up in the air and we give up. And that's the only time that you're defeated. But if there's ever a little fire inside of you, if you can ever get into a little bit of fertile soil and decide that I am going to press on. I am going to do this. I can make it. If you can see a little glimmer of sunshine and you can decide that I am going to lean to that sunshine like a plant. If there's any little bit of water to hydrate you, and you said like whatever that water is, whatever that substance is in your life, and you like those trees, you decide that I am not going to die. I am not going to give up. I will bear. I will bring forth substance. You can have the life that you desired. You can walk in your purpose. You can be all that you're destined to be. So I just want to encourage you today that do not give up. You might lose bearings at your feet. You might lose your relationship. You might lose your finances. You might lose your house. You might lose your job. You might lose your friends. You might lose family members. You might lose children. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. It does not matter. If you have life and you know Christ and you believe, all things are possible. So I just want you to stay encouraged. Have a blessed time. I am praying for you. I am rooting for you. And if you've ever had a situation in your life that uprooted you, if you've ever had a situation that made you feel like you couldn't make it, but you were able to bounce back from it, drop it in the comment. Give it a thumbs up if you can relate. Whatever it is, if you can relate, just give it a thumbs up and like that tree. If you've never come across a situation but now you're there, just remember those plants in my yard and remember that breadfruit tree. If they can make it, so can you. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. And remember, you are poised to succeed.